Okay, as some of you are aware, after a few of my posts, my dog has suffered a cranial cruciate ligament injury, or CCL, basically. And for those who don't know what that is, that's basically an injury where they've torn, in this case, my dog has torn one of his ligaments. There's a cross ligaments inside, and he's ruptured one of them. It sounds like it's the forward one, this one that goes that way, and it's causing the knee to slightly slip, so it's not stable anymore, and because of that it's caused lameness in his leg. He can't sit on one side, and these are very common in dogs, usually over wear and tear over the years, but sometimes dogs can get them quite quickly if there's been a sudden injury. So it's basically the tibia and the femur, they're not stable anymore, and it's sliding down on the sponge disc cartilage, and it's going over slightly. So it's kind of, if you can imagine, there's another fist on top of my fist here, it's sliding that way, so it's all unstable. And this has been an absolute nightmare, because this is my fourth recording, because the other three recordings I've not been able to hold it together. I'm riddled with guilt, and it's just a typical Frisbee session. I've been doing this for nearly 9 years. I must have thrown 10,000 Frisbees. He must have jumped 1,000 different fences. And there's one injury he did before with his nail that got sorted out pretty quickly, and this one now, I've been told that it could have been on its way out anyway. He's just hit 9, so over years and years passing, the tendons are starting to fray anyway out of wear and tear. But it was the fact that it actually broke on my watch, which is why I'm finding it very difficult to accept. And the poor mite is just, you're a bit down, aren't you? You know what to do you? Hey, so he's got lameness on this leg, and yes, the bill is, well, he's not insured, so the bill has come to approximately 3,300, 3,260, something along there. So he's going to have a TPLO operation on this leg. And the sad thing is, a lot of dogs, a good 40% of dogs within a year will have to have the other one done as well. It's a bit like the drop links of your car. Once one gets worn, you tend to change both of them. But it's 3,300 roughly quid a shot, and that doesn't include the time off I need to be from work to look after him. I'm sorry, mate. Hey, he's very forgiving. He doesn't blame me too much. Well, you don't blame me at all, do you? You don't know what's going on. But he's obviously leaning towards his his right leg. So all the weight, as time goes on, all his weight is going on his right leg. Now, I've had an arthroscopy operation on my hip years ago, and I know what it's like, which was on my left hip. And because it was so sore, I was tending to walk on my right leg a lot more. So over time, a short period of time, your right leg, more in my case, my right leg, started to get very, very sore. And that's what's going to happen to him. Now, he's got the x-rays coming up in a couple of days' time, which is going to confirm pretty much what we already know. But they need to take the x-ray to see if there's any more other damage. Obviously, now that he's ripped this tendon, there's a good possibility that arthritis will start to sinking much quicker. So we got to get on with it as soon as we can. But that's basically it. I've never done a GoFundMe before. I feel slightly awkward and embarrassed in doing one. I had to take quite a bit of persuading to do it from a close friend, because I've always, any of you know me, always knows that I like to do things my own way and take responsibility and everything else. And I'm one of the old school where if I haven't got the money this month and I want to buy something, then I have to wait another month. But this is a big bill that's hit me out of the blue. As I said, he's not insured. And so I'm asking if anyone can help me, even a little bit, that's fine. Or even your comments alone, to try and perk me up a bit will be a great help. But as the weeks go on, I shall be posting a video roughly once a week, maybe twice a week, for his progression, just for those that are interested. We don't know when his operation date is going to be yet. His x-ray, as I said, is going to be in a couple of days' time, this Thursday. And we'll see what the outcome is. But once again, if you've already donated, thank you very so much. The GoFundMe link will be in the video description below. Just click below. I'll put it in the top of the comments, and I'll see if I can post this video as well on the GoFundMe site. I'm new to that kind of thing, never done one before, so I'm not sure how it works, but I'm sure I can figure it out. But yeah, so there we go. That's Snoopy's condition at the moment, and it sucks. And it's been very hard for me to deal with. As I said, this is my 4th recording, and it's been tough. I've not been able to hold it together because I feel riddled with guilt. But it was no different than any other playtime, was it, Snoops? Hey, you want to say hello to everybody? You're feeling down, ain't you? You don't know what's going on. Hey, I'm so sorry, kid. We'll get you fixed. Yeah? I promise. Daddy promises we'll get you fixed. It'll all be good. But it's going to be hell for the first few weeks because obviously I have to be with him. Make sure he doesn't jump or run or snatch or anything like that while he's in the house, while he's healing. Ice packs and everything else. And obviously afterwards is going to be the physiotherapy to try and get him back to good working order. I have a plan. There's a doggy place a little way from me which supply, you go there and they can go on a treadmill underwater, you know, the slow walking thing. It's usually used for dogs and animals that have had a hip replacement or some sort of bad bone fracture. Okay, I'll leave that image with you. Snoops, you want to say goodbye, mate? Snoops, you want to say goodbye to everybody? Hey? Yeah. Oh, bless your heart, darling. I'm so sorry. Okay, once again, thank you very much for everyone that's anyone that's contributed so far, donation to my GoFundMe fund. Every little bit helps. It really does. No matter how big or how small it is, it would just help me. So I've never done this before. I've always paid my way in life, but this is a tough one. I've got a very heavy heart right now. Thanks again, and please make sure you keep checking on my GoFundMe page and probably my YouTube page as well. And I'll update videos of Snoopy and eventually make a playlist as well, so you keep tabs on him. Thanks again, and take care of yourselves. Cheers.